Welcome back. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another YouTube video. Here we're going to teach y'all some more um, game today. Some more game with Jake here. And today we are learning out of the Vedas. Not the Vedas, but the Upanishads. It's talking about the Vedas before you get into the Vedas, before you dive deep. But first thing we're going to read is, in the light of true wisdom, the phenomenal and the absolute are inseparable. All existence is in the absolute, and whatever exists must exist in it. Hence, all manifestation is merely a modification of the one supreme whole, and neither increases nor diminishes it. The whole therefore remains unaltered. So this is straight out the Upanishads, y'all. Like I said, it talks about the Vedas, and in the light of true wisdom, the phenomenal and the absolute are inseparable. All existence is in the absolute, and whatever exists must exist in it. Hence, all manifestation is merely a modification of the one supreme whole. That means we're all connected as one, you all. We all make up one supreme consciousness, one supreme collective. So we have to live amongst each other as a whole, as a community. We have to always remember this, y'all, because we are a community, and we have to live amongst each other and be able to take on daily tasks that we need to take on, each individually. Next up, if one should desire to live in this world 100 years, one should live performing karma, righteous deeds. We must honor our dharma, y'all. We must honor our dharma. Thus thou mayest live there in no other way. By doing this karma, the fruits of thy actions will not defile thee. If a man still clings to long life and earthly possessions, and is therefore unable to follow the path of self-knowledge, as prescribed in the greater darkness, because the opportunity which they misuse is greater. In the subsequent verses, Vidya and Avidya are used in something the same sense as faith and quartz in the Christian Bible. Neither alone can lead to an ultimate goal, but when taken together, they carry on to the highest. Work done with unselfish motive purifies the mind and enables man to perceive his undenying nature. So we have to honor our dharma, y'all. It's just like faith in the Christian book, and doing our works for the afterlife. Basically, that's all karma is. All dharma is following that same like mind structure, and following karma, because everybody has to live up to karma. We all have good and bad karma. We do bad things in our life, we do good things in our life. Now, who's the judge of this? Who's to say? But we all know basic things that we know is right and wrong. And those are the basic things that you're being judged for. But the gods are ultimately the ones that have the ultimate say at the end of the day. To perceive his undenying nature from this he gains inevitably a knowledge of God, because the soul and God are one and inseparable. And when he knows himself to be one with the supreme and indestructible whole, he realizes his immortality. So when you connect with God, when you realize this, that we're all absolute one, you can connect with God, and you can connect as one with God. There's going to be a verse somewhere in here, I've not gotten up to it yet, but it says the water droplets in the ocean, all the water droplets are important. All the water droplets in the ocean are important. even if you're just one water droplet, you're still the whole ocean because you're connected to the ocean. You're a part of it. So this is very important, y'all. We must honor our karma. We must remember we are a whole absolute one, and we must remember honoring God is connected to that ultimate one, being supreme knowledge, supreme love, and everything, and that one was supreme consciousness over everything. They fall into blind darkness who worship the unmanifested, and they fail to perceive his undenying nature. From this he gains invalidity and knowledge of God. Oh, wait. By making the mind steady and by following the prescribed rules given in the scriptures, a man gains wisdom. By the light of that wisdom, he is able to perceive the invisible cause in all visible forms. Therefore, the wise man sees him in every manifested form. They who have a true conception of God are never separated. So the wise are never separated from the absolute. To be wise is to be connected to the absolute, and to be connected to the absolute is to be wise. So we must be wise, y'all. Honoring our dharma, following karma, and living up to the righteous ways of how we're supposed to be living. Attain is freedom, y'all, for death is nothing more than the casting off of a worn-out garment. Lead us to blessed by the good path, O Lord, thou knowest all our deeds. Remove all evil and delusion from us. To thee we offer our prostrations. Attain is... So we, just like in the Bible, we have to ask for forgiveness of our sins. We have to go to the Lord, the true one conscious connection, collective, and connect to it. Ask it to remove all evil from us and change our ways, change us into connecting with our higher purpose, our higher self, connecting to that wisdom that will connect us to the absolute. We have to connect to everything around us and realize we are everything around us. The knowledge of the self, and also with the knowledge of God, because there is no difference between the self and God. They are one and the same. That which comes out of the infinite whole must also be infinite. Hence, the self is infinite. That is the ocean. We are the drops. So long as the drops remain separate from the ocean, it is small and weak. But when it is one with the ocean, then it has all the strength of the ocean. Similarly, so long as man believes himself to be separate from the whole, he is helpless. But when he identifies himself with it, then he transcends all weakness and partakes of its omnipotent qualities. So like I said, y'all, if we separate ourselves from the ocean, we are helpless. We are nothing. We realize we are nothing but alone. But to be, the self is connected to the higher purpose, which is God, to God, to the God conscious, to the higher self. And when we realize that we are one and whole with everything, just like the water droplets in the ocean, then we realize we can transcend all weakness and partake of its omnipotent qualities and seeing everything around us and seeing it in everything around us. Because just like we are us, we are the trees, we are everything. And when we realize we are everything, we are one with everything, we can tap into some very, very high frequencies and change our ethers around, or our ethers around, and go from 6 to 7 to 9, even 9 ether. Not changing our race per se, but look up Wu Sabat. You can change around your you can go from 33 degree ether, I think, is like one of the highest, and you can keep changing it around till you go against your disagreeable self, and then you make it a way for your agreeable self by just following the right ways of life and doing what is righteous and honoring that righteous path and staying afloat on that path. But thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope y'all have a good one. I hope y'all stay safe out there. It's love and peace. Till next time. See you later.